Hi, what's up everyone and welcome to another Division 2 video. In this video today, I want to discuss the final boss of the Paradise Lost Incursion, the Lovebirds. We've got a new strategy, I say new strategy, but kind of like an amendment to our current strategy, which is going to make this boss fight so much easier for you if you did follow the guide that I put out the other week. It's an adjustment that just makes a ton of sense and we're going to go over it in this video. I'll be going over the builds to use for this boss fight, the skills that you want on, and then showing you exactly how to do it. This is going to make flawlessing this incursion so much more easier, and I'm working on a full guide for the whole incursion as well as we speak. So after this video, we will be covering the incursion in full. But for now, let's just discuss the Lovebirds and how we go about defeating these. If you have watched my other videos, then you'll know which builds we use for this incursion. I'll go back through them now quickly anyway. You want 3 people running a striker DPS build and 1 healer. The striker DPS build can look like this. The way I run it is with mask, backpack, gloves, and chest, all striker pieces with crit damage rolls on them and weapon damage. I have crit damage mods on the backpack, mask, and the chest. I go for the Grupo holster with crit chance and crit damage, and the Fox's Prayer knees with crit damage. Now, people say to run the Cheska holster instead. You can do that if you want to, but you can also on one of the DPS builds throw a Coyote's mask on to buff everybody's crits, and then throw the striker holster on instead on that build. However you want to do these builds are fine though. If you had 3 builds exactly the same as this, that would be absolutely fine. The primary weapon you want to use, if you can, is the exotic Ouroboros. It just works the best. If you don't have this yet, you can run the St. Elmo's. And the secondary, I go with the lefty just so I can switch to that and throw a grenade if I need to. But if everything goes okay, you won't need to do that, as the healer will be doing it. So that's the weapons and the build. The specialization, I've got the technician at the minute because I'm leveling it up. Normally I'd run the grenade launcher. You can also run the gunner specialization. Go with whatever specialization you prefer for a build like this, and then it's the skills which are going to differ on each of the DPS builds to make things a little bit easier. So on one of your DPS builds you want a revive hive and a decoy. The other DPS player will be running a revive hive and a scanner pulse, and then the third DPS player will be running a decoy and a booster hive. It's very important you have that set up for the strategy I'm about to show you. As for the healer build, the normal Future Initiative healer is absolutely fine. You want them to run the Restorer Hive and Chem Launcher, or you could switch that Chem out for a decoy if you want to have an extra decoy. And the Future Initiative build just looks like this. Mask, chest, holster, knees, all Future Initiative repair skills. Got an Alps backpack with opportunistic on it. And you want repair skills mods on the backpack, mask, and the chest piece. And make sure you've got BTSU gloves, as you'll definitely be using these. The main weapon there is the Scorpio. You'll definitely want that as your primary. And the secondary, ignore the one that I've gone on here. You're going to want the lefty. So make sure you got the lefty there, because the healer is going to be in charge of proccing Sledgehammer, where you deal 40% more damage to armor after they've been damaged with a grenade. It's very important that you have that. As for the specialization, I've got grenade launcher on for some reason still. Switch that to survivalist to improve your heals, and that healer build is ready to go. You may be asking, what grenade should I go with? Some people say go with the incendiary grenade. You only get a certain amount of them though. I think the concussion grenade is the best bet if you want the most number of grenades. Whatever grenade you want, as long as it deals damage, then you're fine. That will proc Sledgehammer. So I'll now talk you through the strategy that we use with these builds and skills set up. As we enter the area, one DPS is going to go to the left side where I am now. The healer will also come left, but first they're going to get the aggro of Martinez. They shoot Martinez with a pistol in hope that it doesn't spread the aggro to Johnson as well. And the healer will go to the back left corner there and keep Martinez busy. Now, as the DPS on the left, I'll push forward. There'll also be 2 DPS on the right side of the area. And our jobs right now is just to take care of the ads. We're going to have an ad spawn in this front left corner, so I'm going to deal with them. And there'll be an ad spawn on the right side of the area where the other 2 DPS will clear them up. Once all the ads are dead, we can then focus our attention to the bosses and get into a boss damage phase. And to do that, I'm sure you are aware, you just got to deal DPS to whichever boss is taking damage. In this instance, it is Martinez. So we're going to deal damage to Martinez until they request the drone. So that drone is about to be requested now when I get a few more bullets into them. And then once Martinez requests that drone, we just need to destroy it on its way across to us. So that's going to happen now. Once that is destroyed, I'm just going to pause the video to explain what happens next. So you can see it just got destroyed there. We're now all running up to the center. So if I just quickly pause this. When you destroy the drone, what you want to do now is have your healer do an overcharge. With the overcharge, you'll throw an overcharge decoy out into the center arch here where I'm about to throw it. The DPS player with the booster hive is going to throw the booster hive down in the center of this area, giving everybody the booster buff. And with that being overcharged, it's going to give you immunity to hazards. Gives you hazard protection, which is very helpful at this point because Martinez can't then kill you with the flames that Martinez uses. It's a very good strategy and one that I wasn't aware of until the other night in stream. So thank you, Blue, for letting us know. So make sure that booster hive goes down during the overcharge and that will last until it runs out. And also the person with the scanner pulse is going to hit the scanner pulse on the overcharge. It'll give you additional damage to the pulsed enemies while they are pulsed. So that's all happening as you run over to the center area. Once you've done that, you're just basically waiting for the bosses to come up and you're going to start shooting Johnson in the head. And Johnson, once you've done enough damage, you're going to throw out a turret. Make sure you get rid of that. Just keep shooting Johnson in the head. I'm going to pause it one more time at this point. While we're shooting Johnson in the head here, what the healer is doing, they are proccing the sledgehammer. So they'll come up and throw a grenade down to make sure sledgehammer is procced on the bosses. They'll also then switch to the Scorpio to get the Scorpio procs before throwing more grenades again and vice versa. They'll keep on alternating between throwing grenades for sledgehammer and shooting them with the Scorpio for the Scorpio buffs. It just makes sure that the damage stays really high and you can get the damage down real quick. If you do it quick enough, you'll stop Johnson from repairing the drone. Johnson will then go and put this box down to heal themselves with. Make sure you destroy that. Once you've destroyed that, you then want to shoot Martinez and keep on doing this until Johnson goes to repair the drone again. Just wait for the drone symbol to pop up. It's about to pop up any second. There you go. That's spanner. As soon as you see a spanner on Johnson again, just finish Johnson off quickly before then continuing on to Martinez and finishing Martinez. It's as easy as that. I didn't even have an Ouroboros on this run. I had to use the St. Elmo's. It's just Recon and Aussie with the Ouroboros. If you get it right and you have 3 Ouroboros, you're really going to wreck them even quicker. And there's probably different things you could do with the healer build to give you even more damage if you wanted to. But the main thing about that strategy is the booster hive to protect you against a hazard. It's the scanner pulse for extra damage. It's the decoy going out as a distraction. And then it's just shooting the bosses in the head in that order and just timing it right to make sure that drone is not repaired. Once you do that right, you get the completion. And as you can see there, we actually did this run in 12 minutes, 19 seconds. Well, our fastest run so far. What I want to do now is rather than just talk over it, now you know the strategy and the builds, I'm going to let this roll out in full so you can just hear it and watch it. I'm opening it, but I'm not going to do anything until Robo does it.
Right, let's go. I'm ready.
Oh, nice. We won.
I think I've got both eyes.
Okay, watch yourself, Ozzy, watch yourself.
Oh, he's shocking me.
The Lovebirds organized this invasion. You need to be prepared for anything. Rumor is they have access to Shade Tech.
Oh, cheers, bro.
Not sure if Conley made them honorary agents.
I'm getting more.
I lost the R. I've got the red, but oh, he's here. Sorry, he's right behind me. Lol.
Okay, my ads are done. Let's do
My
damage.
ads done.
Damage, Martinez.
Johnson's being a right arse.
I got no eyes on Martinez at the minute. Can you take a wider circle around
Yes,
the car?
sorry.
There we go. I got him. Nice work, drone. And then center. You got the hive. You got the hive.
Yeah.
We'll just keep on going. You catch up. Overcharging, yeah?
Shot me with a rocket.
Overcharge, yeah. Rubber. Overcharge now. I'm
Okay.
shocked.
Okay, Johnson. Watch that turret. It's on R. It's on Lionhead, rather. There we go. Nice.
I got it.
Hopefully we get that damage in. I think we did. We did. Box. And now Martinez. And then remember, we're going to kill Johnson if it when I say. We'll wait for that drone symbol.
I'm down,
no
I'm down.
heals.
Drop a hive, drop a hive, drop a hive.
The hive's there. No, Johnson. Nice work, Martinez. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. And I think we've not got the ads either. No ads?
Oh, we have. No ads.
And there we go. I did forget one thing in the explanation. Also throw out your revive hive if you have one at Overcharge, because that's going to be 7 charges. So if anyone does go down like Robbo did, they could use your revive hive to get up, and it's still 6 charges after that as long as you don't use it yourself. And it's a very easy method. I ran this with this team for the first time on PlayStation last week. I've been on PC at the minute, and we absolutely smashed that within like the couple of hours we were streaming. I think the booster method, again by Blue, who mentioned it in stream that night, is absolutely fantastic. We were struggling with the fire from Martinez, and it just helped against that. I hope this strategy is helpful for you if you are still struggling. I am looking to put a whole guide back together for the whole incursion on how we can do it in about 12 minutes with the builds that we use. That should be coming later on in the week, so look out for that. But thank you for watching this one. I hope it's been helpful. Don't forget to hit like and share, subscribe if you're new here, and until the next video, stay safe and peace out.